Hey there once again, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Norm Van Ness here in the NBC 24 Weather Center. We thank you for finding our web weather forecast. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar and satellite picture. You can see the heavier rains through the earlier part of the day with that complex moved over parts of Indiana, southwestern and central Ohio, and then pushed off and dissipated into the Appalachian Mountains. Now, as we turn our attention upstream, a secondary batch of showers and thunderstorms that, if anything, will probably expand a little bit heading through the overnight, start to push our way as we go through the sunset time frame, and then we'll be into some off and on rain and thunder as we head through the late evening and overnight hours, and the rain could be locally heavy at times. There's going to be a pretty good and steady transport of moisture coming up from the southwest as these storms roll through, so plenty of fuel for them to work with. Might not look like much at this point going into the late afternoon, but we do again expect it to develop in earnest as we head through the evening. Temperatures held at bay a little bit because of the cloud cover today, but back to the west and south, you can see we still have some very warm and muggy air. That's marking that warm front that's going to lift over the area and stall out. It will be fairly stationary through the weekend, and if anything, that looks to be a drying trend for us, but we'll stay warm and humid through the weekend. So once we get through this next batch of showers and storms overnight tonight into the first half of the day on Friday, things should start to settle out a little bit for a warm and sticky weekend. Cloudy with rain and thunder developing as we head through the evening. Heavy rain locally will be possible. Not saying it's going to rain heavily everywhere, but with this much moisture in the atmosphere, if you can squeeze it all out in one place, it's good for an inch or two. Overnight low temperatures in the upper 60s. Heading into the day tomorrow, the rain and thunder, I think, at least through the morning hours. And then as we get into the afternoon, we'll go partly sunny. High temperatures there will be in the mid-80s. Now, as we look at the extended forecast, you can see a chance for some isolated showers or storms Saturday afternoon in the heat of the day. But these will be few and far between, I think, at this point. We don't have any real triggers to get anything going through the weekend. So we'll go mid-80s on Saturday, closer to 90 on Sunday and Monday. Very warm, very humid days both. And as we head into Tuesday, another shot at some scattered storms. And then as we go through Wednesday, Thursday time frame, I think a frontal boundary is going to dip far enough south to get us back into what we've been experiencing through most of the summer, rather quiet and cooler weather as we head toward the following weekend. I'm Chief Meteorologist Norm Van Ness. Thanks again for finding today's web weather forecast.